What's up guys, Devil Dog Gamer here, and today I'm going to show you my mega loot route in Gray Zone Warfare Winds of War update. This will take you not to Midnight Sapphire, not to Fort Nerith, where you're going to get into tons of fights and tons of hard AI, but it's a low impact but high profit loot route. So the way it works is you need to start yourself at Pha Lang Airfield, moving over to the remote hangar, then over here to Small Marketplace, then over here to Sunset Chalet, and then finally finishing it off at this town that I cannot remember the name of. This is a small impact, straight line that should take you about a half an hour with tons and tons of loot. Now these are all the keys that you're going to need for this loot run. You can farm them from AI or static spawns all around the area. It took me about a day to get all 6 of them, just farming this area and doing the loot route to begin with. So you can find them: the Sunset Chalet Firearms Case Key, Small Marketplace House Key, Pha Lang Airfield Storage Office Key, Pha Lang Airfield Meeting Room Key, Airport Storage Shed Key, and Bon Foguini Room Key. You kinda can get away with not having half of these keys, but you do need at least half of them for this to be profitable. So we're gonna get on to the airfield and show you the exact route. Alright, so we're at the airfield now. This is going to be the hardest fight that you have to do just because of the amount of AI players, and sometimes people loot these rooms. It's just, if we don't get loot, we don't get loot. I'm just at least going to be able to show you where everything is. So the first one up is the storage shed key, which has not been looted. So we're going to go use this. Boop. Now in here, you got a couple of crates. You have a firearms box, which is always nice. I'll just take the scope. Take everything you see. 1, it helps the respawns. 2, you can always dump it if you don't want to use it later. Then you have a UN firearms box. We'll take some of this and pick rail. And you have an ammo box, which sometimes has good stuff. If you don't want to take it, drop it. Ooh, M80, I'll take that though. It's the boss. Okay, he dead. Alright, meeting room. Not used yet. This is good sign, good sign. Alright, and in here we have a military firearms crate. SVD mag, always nice. PT3, great. And an AK-308! Mega! One of the rarest guns in the game. LRI box. Okay, we have another backpack. Oh, nice night vision. And a repair kit, which we're not going to use. We're also going to check this ammo. 56A1, tracer, and M855A1, the best armor-piercing 5.56 ammo. We're also going to check this ammo crate. 56A1, done. M61, fantastic. AP762x54R, and more. Okay, so we're going to start using some of this. As you can see, just replace the stuff that's expensive. That's all you got to do. Bam, boom. Now this area is done. We're going to top off our mags and get going. We have already made amazing headway just on our first stop. Alright, we're going to come on over into here. There are a few little loot crates here and there that we're not going to worry about too much. This place is usually looted, as it's an easier key. We're going to see what we can do. Sometimes there's loose loot around here that you can find. Sometimes high value stuff I've seen. There's also a wooden firearms box here that has been looted. No biggie. Plus the ammo box here, which they didn't loot. Sniper rifle rounds, I'll take those. Extra LPS, done. This room. Hey, you stole my loot.
Alright, that's a good one.
In here you have an equipment box.
Where's that at? I think it's right ahead of us.
And firearms box in here, which they didn't grab much.
I just killed all the guys here.
And then we're going to move on. So this area has more loot. You would already be full by the time you finish all of this. So now we're going to move on to the next area, which is the small marketplace right here. One of the great things about this run is halfway from here, you can run up on Falcon, which you can use to drop your loot that you grabbed from the whole Pha Lang Airfield to kind of free up some space. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to stop at Falcon. We're going to open up our inventory. And we're going to drop all the stuff we picked up in here. I'm actually going to drop some food and drink. I don't need all of that. That'll help clear up space too. Boom. All right, now we're going to continue on. All right, so now we're at the small marketplace. We're going to go into this building here on the outskirts. Why? I have the key. Because it's already been hit. Somebody already hit it. Okay. In here, you have 3 black crates, which have already respawned. Fantastic. You and equipment black. Sometimes you can get some. I'm not taking all the loot because some of this stuff I just know is a little much. Spectre DR. You can get a lot of tier 3 M855. You can get the 3++ ammo or armor from here. M193. Don't care. These have the chance to spawn the most stuff. So this is our little stop across the way. Now we're gonna move ourselves. Oh, they're all trying to shoot me. On to the Sunset Chalet. All right, this is Sunset Chalet, which is right here near Hotel 2 in a nice line. We're going to clear it out. There's not many enemy here, but if you clear it wrong, you will die. And you go back to the respawn. As you can tell, it's a weird angle half the time. We're going to load up ammo. Boom. Sometimes there's one in the low side. There's not one, which means there's 2 upstairs. You can tell I've been looting this area. Fuck. And I'm very injured. That sucks. Let's do that. Oh, this has already been looted too. No! Okay, so in here you have an ammo box, which usually has garbage. Tracer 762 is not bad. BT, not bad. Then you have a locked UN firearms crate, which is what the Sunset Chalet key's for. MP7, take that. Cheek riser is good. MP7 mag. RC1 FDE, you cannot buy these. Then we have the equipment box. Nothing great. Firearms box, which an AK-19, we'll take that. We'll actually try to take the Mosin too if we can. Yes, we can. Cool. Then, over here, you have a briefcase. Which sometimes has good stuff, most of the time just sunglasses. Nothing great. Okay, so we're going to go over here. We got a Type 51. Sometimes you can find high value loot here. This is also the best time to go and kill these guys. Oh shit. It'd be helpful if I did that. Sometimes there's a second one down there. Okay, cool. Check the door. They might be right below you. Okay. So we're going to go up, check this duffel bag. Ibelin, what you need. Check these tables for high value loot. As in we just got a smartphone, so we need to drink this real quick. Smartphone. Nothing else really. All right, now we go downstairs. Sometimes there's stuff there too. Check. Just make totally sure you don't see anybody. Check these tables and bodies for high value loot. Nothing. There's, oh. Oh, he's very injured. There he goes. Okay. No high value loot. No high value loot. Check this duffel bag. Great glasses. And $300 something. That's actually pretty dope. So we're going to just put this tag on this gun. So we can take the $300. Load all this ammo too. Bam. And nothing. So now we're going to run outside. Run around the back. Hope for the best. That should be both of them. And we're going to check each one of these little guest houses, I guess you can call them. Sometimes there's loot. There's not. This body can have loot. Nothing on that table. We'll run over here. No loot. Civilian chests, which can have high value loot. Not that time. Okay. Check this body real quick. E. No high value loot, but I'll throw the money on there. Okay, nothing and nothing. So now we're going to go from here to Thor and do another loot drop-off. Okay, we made it to Thor. We're going to drop off all that loot that we just got. Oh, we're already full, so I got to sell some stuff. Look at that. And now we're going to move up to this exact house in this village for the last spot. All right, now made it to this little village. You can run up here most of the time. You can just skip all the AI. Come up through this backside here. Come around, and there's a nice little entrance in the back to get into the house. There is another loot box deeper in. I never really hit it. Oh no, the fact that this is all opened makes me nervous. Nope. Okay, so BP room, unlock it. Boom. Done. Then you have a CSI firearms box with garbage in it. But the main thing is this jewelry box. All right, we got some decent stuff. Expensive watch, nice earrings, nice pendant. Got some money out of that. Sometimes there's stuff over here, sometimes there's not. Now, usually what I do from this point in time, I go to Quebec 1 and fly my way back to base. This is a nice, easy little loot run that gives you the chance to maximize profit and gear in the shortest, most low effort way possible. Getting the keys is the hardest part. Once you have the keys, it's just fighting those that basically have the keys too and hoping the loot is there. I've gotten about 6 AK-308s so far. I've gotten multiple variants and attachments that you cannot buy. Tons and tons of AP ammo, tons of 3++ ammo or armor. The list goes on and on. Plus tons of these SVD variants with different attachments and stuff to be able to build these. The list goes on and on and on. It allows you to get some of the best loot in a really easy way. There's tons of loot in, Fort Nerith, Midnight Sapphire, but it's harder, it's higher risk. This is a lower risk. The only person you're fighting is the people also looting these rooms. So let me know what you guys think about this loot room down in the comments below. Talk to you guys later. Peace.